Hello there everyone, Ashnflash here, and welcome on into a early LEGO Batman 2024 set review. Today we're looking at set number 76273. This is the Batman construction figure and Batpod bike. This is retailing for $64.99 USD, so that should be $84.99 Canadian, and this will be available beginning on June the 1st. So I'm not sure if that's actually a regional exclusive thing or if that's a worldwide launch for June the 1st. I was sent this early by LEGO and Land to do a review for. I don't know if that's the final price. If any of that information changes, I'll pin a comment down below. But if you want to, I actually dropped at the exact same time as this video 2 other reviews for Batman sets launching on June the 1st. If you want to check those out, you can find them linked at the end. But yeah, I'm very excited about this. Not because of the figure, but the Batpod. This was actually a pretty rare thing, if you think about it, because it was this thing that launched when they started doing like ways to redeem your points and different things on LEGO VIP points way back when. And it was a really rare limited edition thing that cost a bunch of points. And that was the only way to get the Batpod. It was in scale to the 2014 Tumbler. So yeah, the fact that we're getting a retail version of that set sort of in a way to that scale, and Christian Bale's brick built figure too is kind of neat to have next to Keaton, I guess, as well. But yeah, I don't know. I'm definitely over these buildable characters, but I am open to the fact that we are getting some pretty cool vehicles like this one. So let's open this up. Inside, we have paper bags. So yeah, 6 bags. Quite a lot to go through here. So here's it all built, and I am actually shocked by the size of this Batpod. Let's start by looking at the Batman figure on his own. All right, let's begin down here with the feet. I think that they look great, the shaping of it and everything. The ingot piece is being used here. It's great, even here on the side. And that piece being used on the back works pretty well. Again, the shaping of the feet, I think, is something they've done pretty well with. It is a little bit different underneath with this piece here, so that you've got this anti-stud for you to attach it to the Batpod, but of course you'll see that in a bit. Going up a little bit higher, you've got the kneecaps. Again, same sort of build that we've gotten before. What's frustrating is a couple instances in the set, we have the double little melon slice piece is what it's called. And I don't know why, like, instances like this, like, why are we using 2 instead of 1? And there's one more obvious one that you can't really see. I don't really mind it on the kneecaps, but over here on the sides, you've got the Nexo Knight shield pieces being used for a bit of definition on the legs. Going up a little bit higher, you can see the legs. I like the shaping of that. I think those pieces look great for like armor, but it is making my OCD go a little bit crazy here. You can see on this side that they have used different sided pieces, and I'll show you them because I've removed them from the other leg. You can see we've got this double one and then this 1x4 one over here. And because you build them the exact same way, so the long ones are on the outside, it means that it's not the same. And if that doesn't bother you, that's fine. I'm not nitpicking. It's just mentally, it's itching something in my head. You may not realize this, but I cover up all of the injection points when I'm building a set. So yeah. So comment down below if you've got any other OCD things that you do when building LEGO sets, like, oh wow, look at that, more instances. All the LEGO symbols are facing towards the back. So yeah, just tiny little things that bother me. And I try to do my best when I'm building a set. Anyways, the belts, I think that we've had better belts. I think they definitely could have done this a little better. I think the Keaton one looks a bit better. There's just something about how this is like one layer up and it doesn't look like it's really attached to this bit. I don't know. Zooming out a bit more, you could see you can actually turn the whole body there at the waist. That looks pretty cool. This is printed here, the bat symbol. Wish this could be a little bit closer together. That gap is a little jarring, but I still love the print. Like, look at that. They've even printed here on the bottom part. I think how they've done that and just the shaping to create the Christian Bale suit looks really cool. Again, the little side bits there too, and I'll actually remove this just to show you what they're attached to. Looking at the shoulder, using that piece from the other buildable characters works really well. I like the gunmetal gray. I kind of wish that in the rest of the outfit there was a little bit more than that, but that's okay. I think it looks good. I love these pieces here on the arm that work so well. I love how that's hidden as well underneath that Nexo Knight shield piece. You can actually rotate and turn the hand, and you can even bend it a little bit there too, and it sits inside of Okay, well, I could just show you. It sits inside of that little gap there. So yeah, I think that works well. You can see that there's actually this little bit there for you to attach the bat pod with the hands that we'll get to. But I also noticed technically you're able to have him grab onto his belt in a way. See that? I've connected the hand to the belt. Issue with that is when you detach it, it actually removes that piece of the belt. And then over here, of course, the other arm, it's just the exact same design, but inverted and reflected so that it matches both arms. Now this cape, it's a little wrinkly here, but this is the exact same cape that the Michael Keaton figure from last year used. I looked up the piece ID, and it's actually the exact same piece. So yeah, why not, right? It works, and who knows who else will use this in the future? Maybe Battinson. And just to show you how it works with the cape, you actually just detach these studs and you lift it off of this piece there and just do the same thing over here. Lift it on up. This is what he looks like from the back. You can see how the belt comes around there as well, but it was all covered by the cape. I still appreciate that they have this fully completed. And here is the head. I like how they've done the cowl. It's actually a little bit different than the other cowl here, including this face print. You can see if I bring over Keaton that the lines underneath the lips and everything, this is specifically made for Keaton and then made for Bale. So I really like that. Also, the ears, like I was just saying, is a little bit different. And you've also got this piece here. And this is what I was talking about before. Like, that should be the double one. I don't like that it's the single one, and then it would match it and make it a little bit cleaner on the top. I mean, seeing them side by side here from far away, I guess this is kind of cool to be able to do the Spider-Man pointing meme. Like, okay. I only want Batman buildable characters, I think, is the realization I'm coming to. But that's my personal bias. All right, let's move on and let's look at the Bat Pod now. This thing is absolutely massive. Like, it's shocking how big it is. I'm taking one of the Christian Bale Dark Knight figures that I've got, putting it next to this. Like, look at the size and scale of this thing. It's crazy. Like, this is a seat piece, just for comparison's sake. All right, looking at it here at the front, this massive tire is so cool. It, of course, just the whole thing. I didn't show this before, but it drives very smoothly here, and which is important, as you would expect with a toy, especially like this. But I love the front, just with all the different missiles and the different gadgets here in the front. You do have a sticker there on the side next to this stud shooter, which if you push there, shoots out transparent flat studs, which is an interesting choice, I think, for this. But yeah, that's what it looks like here from the front. I love just some of the pieces here, the candlestick pieces, that sort of gun, how it's all connected and in there. That looks great. And coming around here to the other side, you've got a different sticker on that piece. That looks nice, and the whole build is the exact same, just reflected. Speaking of the exact same, this is where Batman puts his hands, while the build is the exact same on the other side, because we've got here, it might be a bit hard to see, but there is a sticker there, and I double-checked. I put that on the right way, facing the right way, and then in here, you've got another sticker there, and I like how this whole piece connects to that cylinder. And again, just the mechanical bits throughout this, like looking in behind there, that looks great. I like the top part here, the shaping of where he's like lying down on top of. You've got these pieces here to sort of hold him up. I love the use of the minifigure seat piece here, that like using that as a spot for the knee to rest, as well as the sticker being placed there. I'm not sure if I've ever done that before for a set, so that's really cool. How that's like outside of its regular part usage here. I love, again, some of the detailing here, like that circular bit there, and you could even bend this a little bit there, and you could see underneath some of the detailing. Same with back here. I love the detail and all the parts being used there. One of the most interesting things here is the back where the feet rest. You could see that it actually has this bit here that prevents it from going back there, and I'm just going to show you like what I mean. So it's stopping you from pushing the feet all the way back, and it lets you just give it a bit of tension for when you're attaching the figure. Same with over here on this side. It's just a little different with like that flagpole piece and all that, how that's attached, but still same idea where the footrest can't go past a certain point. And of course, you've got another really big wheel over here. All right, so at the end of the instructions, they actually show you exactly how you need to pose Batman to attach him to the Batpod. So first things first, you have him sort of squat like that, and then you bring the legs up like this, move the arms up, tilt the head up, and move the hands like this. Rotate them just a little bit there, like this, I think. All right, then sliding him over here, you need to connect the hands. All right, so I connected this wrong, and you got to do it exactly how I'm going to show you, and it actually says in the instructions explicitly how to do this. What you do is you actually attach the little claw piece there to the bit in between those two parts. Then you wrap around the hand, and then you can fold it and put the hand back around here. Let's look at the feet. And then over here in the back, what you need to do is you take, again, you got to match up that hole there with the one stud that's showing, and then bend the knee into the seat. So yeah, not gonna lie, this is pretty cool. I love this together, and I can't believe I'm saying that about a brick-built character, but like just imagine the cape flapping here as he's driving. Wow. So size-wise, I just want to give you a bit of a comparison. I mean, they use the exact same wheels here, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, obviously this is not in scale to the actual Tumbler because this is a lot larger. You'll see why. Because obviously when the 2014 version and this version was created, it wasn't intended for a buildable character. I mean, I think I can squeeze a leg in. Let's do what I did last year, shall we? If I separate him, you could sort of fit him inside, and it reminds me of like the Mighty Micros, where he's just not in scale with the actual vehicle. There you have it, everyone. That is my review of the Batman construction figure and the Batpod bike. I think if it wasn't for that original VIP promo, I don't think that I would necessarily be as attached to this as I am. Like, I'm personally excited to have a large brick-built version of that because of missing out, obviously, on that way back when. When I originally heard this rumor, again, I'm tired of these buildable characters, but this is pretty neat. And I'm impressed by this set. I think that size-wise and all that, I think that it's definitely a pretty cool set. Anyways, everyone, what do you think of this? Be sure to subscribe, turn the bell notification so you don't miss out on future LEGO Batman set news and reviews. Again, if you want, I'll link those other 2 reviews that dropped at the exact same time as this video at the end here. We are expected to see one other set, I think, launching with these, so stay tuned for that. But I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Hope you all have a great day. I'll see you all in the next one.